first frost is here. That's always a definitive sign that we're entering the colder season. But it's beautiful though. So beautiful. Hello everybody, welcome back to our cottage. We are actually in the middle of what will be a long season of just being at home here in the south of Norway now. No more traveling to the other side of the country for a while, and even though I'm always so sad to leave the north, it feels like this is the best thing that could happen right now. Being able to settle into a new rhythm at home again, preparing ourselves and our cottage for the colder seasons, and being able to go inwards a little more as the dark hours of the day grow longer. I really feel like I needed that so much. The last few years we've always been touring in fall because we travel around and teach about plants and foraging, and that is always something that is really good to do in the fall season. But actually this year we planned way ahead that this fall we would not be touring as much. We wanted to be able to, for once, actually just take it in and experience it fully without having the stress and pressure of traveling around all the time.
Du ser så lav ut. Du ser ut som om du mye lavere enn det du
So since the frost was here this morning, we have decided that we need to winterize the garden a little bit and get the plants that don't handle frost that well inside and into the basement. And yeah, so we're gonna try to do that today. Bendik is making a list, and I'm also dyeing some yarn today with some mushrooms actually. So I've been doing that the last few days, trying to dye some yarn. And if I'm lucky, I might be able to make purple, and that is really hard because yeah, it's difficult to get purple from nature in Norway, so I'm excited. But so far it's been grey, so I'm not sure if it's gonna work today either. But yeah, we're gonna try to get a lot of things in the garden done this morning. That is today's list. We're gonna start by lifting the table that we used for my birthday. We had a long table on my birthday here in the backyard, but we actually borrowed one table from the neighbors, so need to get it back to them. Here it is. Good times. Back when I lived in the city, I definitely had no concept of winterizing my home in fall. I usually lived in shared apartments with other people and didn't necessarily have that much of a garden to take care of. But after we moved into this cottage here in the countryside, we have had much more to do every fall. Sometimes it can feel a little bit like a chore, but if we have the time and it's a sunny day like this one, it is actually just so enjoyable to be doing this. no purple here so far. All the colors are like kind of hard to identify. I feel like this is slightly gray. And then there's one that is a little bit more pink, kind of. Like beige, maybe. Yeah. And then I have one that is more towards green or yellow. And then there are these two that are very dark. So all in all, quite a lot of colors from one type of mushroom. But yeah, so far no purple.
Hey, person.
As I've grown older, I've fallen more and more in love with this season of the year. It's the most beautiful season we have, in my opinion. And then there's something to the stillness of fall that always helps me find my way back to myself and my innermost being somehow. Like I've been running for a long time and finally I can stop and catch my breath. We're out for a little evening walk in the rain because it's just so many beautiful autumn colors lately. Like it's the last few days. The trees have just like exploded with all this color. But it's raining every day, so it's kind of like you're sitting inside and looking at it. But we just want to like be out and see it. As a child, I always loved summer because of the long summer holiday, and it was my birthday as well, of course. And I guess the intensity of summer is really fun when you're a kid because you have all of this energy that you really need to get out, and there's just so much play in summer. Summer is so playful in many ways. But as a teenager and young adult, I loved spring the most. There was something to everything awakening that just gave me this big high, and I felt so present. I felt so grateful for everything in spring, and I felt like everything was a big promise. There was something in the air that was like calling to you somehow. And I love that feeling of excitement building. Now as an adult, I guess I'm aligning a little bit more with the calmness and stillness of fall and the contemplative mood that it kind of gives you. And I wonder if, as I grow older, I will start to enjoy winter even more. So Bendik and I are actually making a full autumn meal today with some pumpkin from a local farm and mostly food from our garden, which is fun. So we actually have a lot of food from the garden today since we harvested what was left. But we were also talking about the fact that this is maybe the one meal we're gonna make with food from our garden, because we don't really have that much, I feel like. So it could be better. We don't really have that much space, and yeah, we are just kind of experimenting with different things to learn a little bit, but we are hoping that maybe one day we can have like a normal big garden with growing more food in a way.
It's just about trying out different things right now.
Yeah, right now we're just trying things out. But it's still gonna be kind of fun to have food from our own garden today. One of the reasons why fall feels so calming, I think, is that the darkness returns in the evenings and kind of allows you to be still a little bit more. Even though I kind of feel melancholic every year when the bright nights fade, there's also so much magic to the darkness. Now we finally can see the moon and the stars, and if we're really lucky here in the south, we can also see northern lights. see it. Oh. Wow. Så Bendik is making waffles for breakfast. He bought like this waffle iron yesterday.
I'm looking forward to this.
I feel like you've been talking about this waffle iron that you want to buy for like a year or something.
We're leveling up our game if we get guests.
Oh, so it's for the guests. Personally, I've been a bit skeptical of the waffle iron because I'm always like a bit strict with how many things we buy for the kitchen because I just feel like it fills up a little bit too fast. But I have to say, getting waffles for breakfast is definitely worth it, so...
Are you convinced?
I'm convinced. So, Bendik, how did it go with the competition? Because I think people will want to know about the commission art project that you were in a competition to get.
So, I did not get the job, but that's okay, because I have 2 other projects that I'm working on, so it's not so sad when I kind of have my hands full anyways.
Yeah.
So it would have been worse if this was the only job I had and I didn't get it.
They actually really liked Bendik's work and they really liked the stuff that he submitted, but it was just not the right fit for this specific building. And yeah, so I feel like they gave you like a lot of praise and they were like really excited about the stuff that he had made. It was just like, yeah, it was a hard competition. Like other people were also doing some really cool stuff. It helps, I think, with the how you feel with it.
Moving on.
Yeah, with moving on, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. This is the most beautiful sunsets I've seen in a long time. Wow. And all of these clouds are so strangely like shaped as well. Like look at this one. Such a strange and really cool shaped cloud. Wow, wow, wow. I feel like these beautiful pink sunset skies that we had today is like a very typical thing for this season of the year, because now we are I feel like we're slowly entering into winter again. The most beautiful and colorful season of the year, but also the season that passes the quickest. Sometimes if the winds are really strong, it only takes a couple of days and then it's gone. I'm just out here in the forest right now and it's so foggy today. It's like, this fog is so thick, like you can't really see anything almost. It's crazy. It gets dark so early now, like around 4, and it's actually been a couple of weeks since I filmed the last clips that you have just seen in this video. So the beautiful fall colors and everything, like this beautiful vibrant fall that we had this year, it's actually already gone. So as you maybe see, it's getting quite dark now, and it's also, there are no more leaves left on the trees, and yeah, we're really entering winter now. So I feel like this whole video was just like this big transitional video from like this peak fall and into this gray area in between where the snow hasn't yet come, but it's still like this waiting time before the real winter arrives. And I just feel like this whole fall has been so beautiful, and there are so many things about this fall that I think I'm gonna remember actually for a long time, because I've really been going through some stuff and it's been kind of tough this fall, but also really good because I've been actually able to work through some things and I feel so much better now. And I'm just so happy that I'm just so grateful that I got this fall and that I had the opportunity to like work on myself and go inwards and actually do these things. I know I've shared like on the channel that I've been struggling a little bit with all of these like big questions in life, and I don't know, I kind of touched on it, you know, in my videos, but I was actually like really going through those questions. It wasn't just like this little tap into it. I was struggling, like really like struggling this summer, honestly. Like I was so stressed and scared and sad, like all the time, so sad, and I was just so confused. I just really didn't know what to do because I didn't really understand where all of this fear and sadness came from. I just really didn't understand where it came from, and I just kind of started to like panic a little bit and try to figure out what is wrong in my life that makes me feel this way. So I kind of started to like question everything, all the things that I have in my life that I am actually so grateful for, that I really love. I just kind of started to look at them in this very skeptical light because I was feeling so low. So I was like, there has to be something wrong with this and this, you know, my work, like my relationships, where I live, like this town, everything, and like it was honestly kind of hard. Maybe it doesn't really sound that hard, but it was really hard for me. Of course, like everything is relative, and I have now this fall like really started to work through those things, and I actually started therapy as well because I was really confused. Usually I'm managing to like figure out what's like the trigger or something when I feel this way, but this time it's just was so confusing. So yeah, I'm just kind of sharing it because I kind of want to, I'm sure like so many people can recognize this feeling, and maybe you are going through something similar, and I just wanted to say that like I really thought that it wasn't possible to sort through it almost, because I couldn't really believe that anyone else could really help me do that. I thought it would be impossible almost, that I had to figure it out all on my own, and going to therapy was really the thing that kind of like, it's not the thing that helped me all the way. Like of course you do the work yourself, that's always the main part, but it really helped me like open up some things that like helped me get through it. And all of a sudden I kind of realized that in themselves I don't think I would have been so sad from just these questions. It's just that they kind of triggered some really old and difficult things in me. So that is kind of what I discovered, and then I was able to just let go, I think, of the feeling that I had to change something really drastic, and that was such a relief, honestly, because I kind of didn't want to, like I didn't want to change anything. I just felt so confused that I was kind of seeking some sort of solution, you know. But yeah, I don't know, so that's kind of what I've been doing this fall, like working through all of these things, and I'm still in it in a way, so it's still kind of hard, but I'm also feeling so grounded, if that makes sense, in myself, and that is such a good feeling, to feel grounded in myself right now. Like of course I'm still sad about so many things, and like the world is also like such a horrible place to be right now. It's really hard to believe in humanity these days, like honestly, and I'm sure you guys are feeling it too. But at least I'm grounded within myself. That means so much in this time that we're in right now. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. I feel like I've been always with this channel a little bit afraid of sharing things, and actually I kind of want to sometimes. I actually really want to, but I don't know. I guess I'm scared of you sometimes. But I don't really want to be scared anymore. I've thought about it quite a lot. I'm still gonna be keeping like a pretty healthy boundary, because I think that's important. Like it's so important to have a boundary like between your private life and what you feel like sharing, you know, like on this channel. But I don't want to be afraid anymore. I don't want to lead with that, you know. I don't want to lead with the fear all the time. I want this to be something that feels human and real, and not like this polished thing. So yeah, that's me. That's me these days. And also we just reached 25,000 subscribers on the channel, so I kind of wanted to thank you guys. It took so much, actually, courage to start this channel many years ago, and I went through so much like embarrassment and shame around it. Can you hear the geese? I don't know, I just imagine, like, if you don't have a channel yourself, just imagine for a second that you're just like on camera talking to this camera, which is like embarrassing in itself. Like this situation is so embarrassing in itself, and then you're like speaking in language maybe that you don't really know that well. Like for me, I know English, but it's not my mother tongue, as everyone can hear. And then you're like posting these things online and like your friends and family and even like your colleagues can like discover this, that is so embarrassing. It's so horrible. So yeah, it's really been hard, and the last few years I've really consciously been trying to be honest with people I meet and like everything like about the fact that I'm doing this. And it's really felt good because actually most people are quite positive, and yeah, you would be surprised how many people are more positive than not, you know, even though I still get some like side-eyed like comments now and then. I feel like it wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't have to be that scared, you know. And I think I was always motivated by you guys and your comments and how you always like pushed me to keep going and always supported me and encouraged me, and that's what you all keep doing. And I wouldn't have pushed past like that embarrassment if it weren't for you guys. So I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have done that if it weren't for the response that I got. So I'm so glad that you guys did that, and I just wanted to thank you for helping me get here. I also kind of want to maybe do another Q&A. I usually do that when I kind of celebrate like a milestone in the channel, and I asked Bendik the other day if he wanted to come on and just be part of a Q&A video maybe, and he said yes, but I'm gonna ask him again because maybe he has forgotten. But I just thought it would be nice because I see so many of you are asking about his art and how he's doing and all of those things, and maybe it would be easier to just bring him on and then he can answer some of those questions that you guys have for him. And yeah, maybe you have some questions for us and maybe some questions for me. So if you have any questions, please comment them down below, or you can send them to me on Instagram if you want. You can find my Instagram in the description down below, and if you want to DM me with your question, you can do that. But yeah, comment down below, and yeah, if you have any questions for him or me, we would be really happy to answer them. So yeah, maybe in some other video like this month or next month. That would be really fun, I think. But I'm gonna see if he's up for it. I'm not really sure. He's not really such a fan of the camera. He's not like against it either, but he's like, he prefers not to be on it, you know, which is completely fine. So, but we will see. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. I know it's hard times in the world right now for so many people. It's so hard, and I really feel it and I really think about it a lot. So yeah, I hope you guys are still doing okay and that you're trying to stay strong and, I don't know, taking care of yourself the best you can. And yeah, I hope you are going to have a good winter, and if you're not going to have a winter but maybe a summer, then I wish you a good summer as well. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for all the support and yeah, for helping me get here with the channel and everything, and yeah, just thank you for everything. I'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody.